So today when we are focusing on power, power is essential to manifest victory. It is very critical that you go forth with power. And even in the human realm, when armies are going into battle, nations are going into battle, into war, they say, you can hear people doing an analysis saying, this war, it's a walkover because this army is so powerful. It is more powerful than this army. What makes people judge and have such statements? It's based on a track record of results, a track record of impact, what they have seen and what they have felt. You can say we're going to come to war. One nation can write a letter to another nation and say we are coming to war and you will see how powerful we are. That's just a statement. Yeah. The reality will be what is seen, what is felt, and the impact, the outcome, the results. So God has promised us a lot of things. He has given us power. He has told us what he has given us in his word. He has positioned us. But a lot of Christians are walking all over the earth, saying with their mouths that they manifest power. But in reality, people have never seen that power. Earlier today, when we looked at Luke chapter 9, okay, when Jesus was sending out people, the first thing he gave to them before he sent them out was he gave them power and he gave them authority. Luke 9:3. If you look at verse 1 and 2, he was speaking to his disciples, and before he sent them out, the first thing he did was he gave them power. And then he gave them authority. That was delegated from him. What he carried, he gave them an impartation. He said, I am now giving you what I have. I'm giving you power and I'm giving you authority. Go out and heal the sick. Go out and take the gospel. Preach the gospel. Bring the kingdom of God on the earth. Now, Jesus already gave it to them. He imparted it to them. He spoke to them. But it is quite possible that Jesus can do that and you go out and you're trying to, heal the sick and nothing is happening. You're trying to establish the word, nothing is happening. Okay? So, a couple of things are things that when we're going out in victory, because to see victory, you must carry power. Power for results. The victory is the result, the outcome. And that end result that is positive is what is seen as victory. There's no outcome that is negative that is ever seen as victory. Defeat can never be seen as victory. So we need to look at what are the things that we have in our hands. And I can't exhaust the list because we've got a very short time to pray, If it was a whole 3 hour, 4 hour, I would go deep and deep and deep. But I want us to have perspective, have revelation, go deeper in our time of meditation and prayer. But I just want to provide that background. Okay? So power. What things has Jesus given to us? First, he's delegated that power and authority to us. Formally, the word says it, he gave it. In the beginning, when we were created in the likeness and image of God. So we've already gone through that in our previous prayers. We need to understand and have revelation and understanding of who we are, what we carry. Because if you're ignorant of who you are, then of course you lose in battle. Okay? One time I was teaching about, how ignorance can be very costly. I was teaching about generational inheritance. There's some people, and you need to understand those gifts that God has already given us. They save you time. They save your children time. I think I was preaching about godly inheritance. And of course, ungodly inheritance. You can inherit ungodly things. You can also inherit godly things from your ancestry, from your parents, your grandparents, from your family. And you can start to observe what is running in the family. And start to see, in our family we have political leadership. It just comes. It's a no-brainer. It's easy. In our family, we just are wealth creators. You can see that trend. You can see it in the clan. You can just see it in the bloodline. In our family, we are very fertile. We produce many children. You can see. You can see a lot of things. Just study trends. Intelligent. The people of this family, you've had and said, what is the surname? Long time they would say, what's the surname? Oh my goodness, those are brainy. They have popped another child. Another brainy one has come. Because people can also observe and see what is carried in the bloodline. So when we are ignorant of certain things, then we can move in a point of failure and struggle just because we're not aware of what we are, what we have, who we are, what we are carrying, what is already available. So imagine the one who already has. So take note of these things I'm saying, okay? Power. To manifest in power, first you have to understand, what do you have? Who are you? What are you carrying? So that you're not spending time praying for what you already have in your hands. People who are already praying, oh Father, can you make me a politician? Please put for me the wisdom, the calling of a politician. And yet it's already given. The mantle already handed over in your family to you. You should be taking that prayer to the next level, not starting at scratch, point A, with all the others who are starting off in scratch. You should be having the head start so that you're moving forward to access the victory. God has already given you a head start by what you carry, by the spiritual godly inheritance that you have. Okay? So, understanding who you are, what you are. God created all of us in his image and likeness with his attributes. Do we understand that? Because if we understand that, we already know we have a creative power. We can call forth things as if they were. We can believe that they will be because we carry the same spirit that God carried when he was creating the world. He said, let there be. We can call forth things. Okay? We can call forth things.